Okay, no intro today. Before we get into how we can create a better superhero, let's look at this article first. It is rumored that the Superman movies will be cut by 30 minutes with alongside editor fired and tone overhaul after test screening fallout. Makes you wonder, what happened? Is it really this bad? Now, according to World of Real, a major last-minute changes rocked James Gunn's Superman reboot, including removal of nearly 25 to 30 minutes footage, the replacement of an editor, and the addition of second composer. Warner Brothers, what are you trying to do? Reboot in turmoil. You know what? I think perhaps any of us can create a better superhero games. Or a superhero. Science fiction. It says here, behind the scenes, tensions are reportedly running high. David Zaslav, Warner Bros. CEO, along with other DC studio co-heads including James Gunn and Peter Safran, are said to be deeply involved in the final stage of the post-production, scrutinizing every frame to avoid any kind of misfires that can tank, or perhaps that tank The Flash, Shazam 2, Wonder Woman 1984, Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, Black Adam, Blue Beetle, and so on. Ah yes, they're trying to avoid misfire. Really? Now let's see. Sources claim that Gunn originally leaned more heavily on humor. I wonder if there's a joke that is way too offensive, but let's continue forward. A creative decision that apparently didn't land with early audience or executive. In response, multiple comedic beats were cut from the film entirely, bringing down both the tone and the runtime. What was once more light-hearted take is now said to be significantly leaner and more serious in presentation. So we have editor quietly replaced and scene it's not looking good, folks. So let's see what the final runtime it is. The film's runtime officially revealed earlier this week, clocking in way below what many fans expected a major superhero reboot, while earlier cuts said to stretch well over 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 50 minutes. The final version will now run significantly shorter, right around the 2 hours. This led many to believe that WB is hoping to keep the pace tight and the reviews stronger. Wonder what that's supposed to mean. With this being the first full-length film in Gunn's newly rebooted DC universe, the stake couldn't be higher. WB already faced a wave of skepticism from fans over recent casting and tonal decision, and now Superman production saga is adding more uncertainty. I mean, when is it coming out? July 11th. Wow, less than a month. About a month away. Have we seen this pattern before? No, seriously. I feel like we've seen this before. Oh yeah, Captain America. Although it is still unconfirmed what's happening. Look, I don't want to call this 100% cooked because right now we need more information. I mean, seriously, a turmoil? Ooh, that's not good, folks. And now the runtime is now cut? Ooh, only time will tell. So, what can we do? What can we create a better story? Now, first thing, for me, what I do is simple. I create the power first. And since many powers that already been taken, I will take something that probably no one, or perhaps I don't think any comic book creator has ever touched on. Weaponsmith, meaning my superhero can create all sorts of weapons, from guns, swords, keyblade. Yes, I say it, keyblade. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, could that be overkill? Well, if you're using the ultimate weapon, yes, it would be. Or even create Thor's hammer or Cap's shield. That's my first choice. Now the next one, oh yeah, Hollow Man. You know, someone who can be invisible. Now the characters, I usually like to go something that is flamboyant and a good written story. And if you do a good written story, guess what? Everybody will love it. I think this is one thing that superhero needed, a good written story. For location, science fiction or fictional location is pretty much good, even though it will be set in the real world, but it will be a different universe. And I think if I were to make an alliance or perhaps something like that, I wouldn't call it the Justice League or the Avengers. I would call it the Hero Corps. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. You're gonna have to let your imaginations run wild, and I'm not exactly drawing or creating, I'm mostly writing, because that's one of my expertise. I like to write things. Mainly science fiction, because your imagination can run wild. What about you guys? If you were to create a superhero characters, what will it be and what will the power be? Say it in the comments. Also, I have to ask, which DC movies are much better? Or DC show? Either James Gunn, or the DCEU, or even better, the Arrowverse. Say it in the comment. Now, I don't know if people still have superhero fatigue and all that. I think the only way you do is just give a good written story. Like for example, Spider-Man. Despite having all the character race swap or anything, but the story always centered around Spider-Man, okay? Yes, you can have comrades, but at the same time, you have to find your main focus. Let's say if the movie or TV show is titled Spider-Man, then it has to center around Spider-Man. Yes, you can make side quests or anything, just like in the game, which is something I like superhero games because they don't have just main mission, they also have side quests. Make sure when it comes to either movies, TV shows, or video game, if the box or the title says Spider-Man or Superman, it must center around that because that's what viewers expected.
Eve, what are you going to do after you defeat the Alpha Natiba?
All airborne squad members exist for one sole purpose. All we must do is complete the mission.
You mean the extinction of all natives? Right? To think that the point of your existence is to snuff out another species. No fun in that.
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, gaming theories, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you like trending topics. Visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.
We're here. Do you want to get off?